Welcome back to another episode of the Barcelona Career Mode here on FC24, where we are trying to get rid of their debt that I have set of 500 million, over 550 million to be exact. We are currently at 305 million yet to clear. Obviously, their debt is not exactly that. That was just based off of one of the articles, actually one of the multiple articles I've read over the course of trying to start the series a couple of days ago, or a couple weeks ago by now. So yeah, today we have Real Betis. We also have more Champions League action against Shakhtar Donetsk as well as SC Porto to go ahead and not wrap that up because we still have one more game left there. But we did end the episode with that Real Madrid game in which we lost 4-3 in our first El Clasico of the season. That will see us sit in third now, with first place being Real Sociedad. Our first game of today's episode will be against Real Sociedad. Real Madrid struggled to start the season. They are bouncing back now, only being 1 point behind us, only being 30 points behind Real Sociedad, who do have a game in hand. So it could be a little bit more than that. Let's get into the action here. And to start the episode, we have a scout report from España, and it's looking horrific. It is looking absolutely horrific. This is not helping with the debt situation at all. I might have to send out 3. I really might have to. And I think that might be the plan. Let's see why this Barcelona team is doing so good. They have Romero in net, Traore, Lenormand, Zubelda, Kieran Tierney as their left back, Marquez, Andre Silva, Kubo, Moreno, and Zubimendi in the midfield. It's honestly not that great of a team. We are going to go without a full-string team here with Joao Felix, Lewandoski, Rafinha, De Jong, Gavi, Pedri, Cancelo, Christensen, Araujo, Koundé, Ter Stegen. And in fact, I think I'm going to switch it up actually a little bit. And so we switch it up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and play more of a player in that cam position with Joao Felix being on the right-hand side, Cam with Barcola on the left-hand side. Somebody in the comments on, I think it was like the first or second episode, said to play Joao Felix on as a cam behind Lewandoski. So we're going to do it now all the way in episode 5. I honestly do record these ahead of time, so if y'all do comment stuff most of the time, I probably won't act on it until a little bit later, a couple episodes down the line.
I'm sure we'll see again today.
Barcola, it's a heavy touch, but it's a great touch. That one might work a little bit better. Into Lewandoski! His header will go over the keeper, and Barcelona will have the lead here, 1-0. And of course, it had to be Lua. How much longer will he be here? We'll find out sooner rather than later, honestly, probably.
Well, let's see this again.
We obviously need to clear the debt, so I was fully expecting him to be gone by now, to be completely honest. I really was. Joao Felix coming off. He can't really continue on. The injury symbol is not going away. We try to play him on, so Gavi will come on for him. Back to that center mid role, not the cam role. So he'll sit a little bit deeper than what Joao Felix has been doing. Gavi into Rafinha now. Rafinha on the ball, trying to do something. Didn't want to go backwards, but he had to. Gavi nearly worked out. I thought the ball was going to go to Rafinha, not Lua. Pedri. De Jong into Barcola. And Barcola now. Barcola's going to cut back, crossed in, cleared by defender. Marque, and it's 1-1. Real Sociedad level things up here. Koundé, De Jong, Barcola, into De Jong now. Crossed in. Oh, I needed a little less on that to go straight to Lewandoski. We are going to go half-time at 1 apiece here. It's a tight contest between us and top of the table, Real Sociedad. Lewandoski gets the ball off of the defender right at the start of the second half here. Can he put it into the back of the net? Of course he can. It's Lewandoski. It's 2-1 for Barcelona. We take the lead back. Lewandoski now. Lewandoski. And that is game over. Barcelona pick up all 3 points. We closed that gap between us and Real Sociedad. It was a 5-point gap going into the game. It's now only a 2-point gap here with Real Sociedad. And we might have just allowed Atletico Madrid to actually go top of the table. But we'll pick up all 3 points here today. Now I went ahead and hired 2 more scouts here. On the mods I can have obviously all 3 scouts go to the same country if I wanted. I only sent 2. I added Christian Ibanez to Spain, the 5-star. He costs 1.8 million or 2.8 million actually, and then Håkan Mikel, he costs 1.74. So those actually add on to the debt as well. And he has been sent out to Portugal for only 3 months. I forced a scout report to come in. I'm not going to take anybody from the first guy, which was Inaki Rodriguez, I believe it was. So I'm not going to take anybody from him, and honestly, it's kind of fine anyway because they're all terrible. So we're going to reject anyone there. Thank the Lord they're all terrible. So we'll see the first 2 guys here. First time Portuguese going to, or well, actually a Swiss going to Portugal. Looking to try and find some Portuguese talent, maybe the next Ronaldo who could join Barcelona. That'd be interesting to see there, but it's looking very unlikely at the moment with all those being absolutely horrific. And then over to Spain, the first one, Juan Canteres, 650k. His value doesn't match his potential and overall possibilities, but we'll bring him in for now. Yulian Riveres as a goalkeeper, we'll bring him in. We can use a youth academy goalkeeper for the future. That could save us a lot of money down the line because goalkeepers tend to be quite pricey on this game for some reason. So looking at him, 17 years old, 60 overall. He might be one of those guys that we just bring in and loan out for the rest of the season. Other than that, we have a left back here, Canteres. Is he a proper left back? The answer is maybe even a CDM in all honesty, with his passing stats that decent, his attack positioning, and all this other stuff. He could be a decent CDM possibility, but do we really need him as a CDM? Not really. Next up, we have Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League, the third hardest team, the third place team at the moment. We are going to go ahead and play this game, actually. We have Shakhtar and FC Porto, right? That should be it. And if we win those 2 games, we are through no matter what. We also have Atletico Madrid. So maybe we don't play this game, thinking about it. Maybe we don't play this game. No, we do. We do, because we'll do Atletico Madrid next episode. And here is the rotated team here. We have youngster Sauer at left wing. We have the youngster Roku. Barcola, who's not really a rotation side, but he's still not started 11 quite yet. Barcola on the right-hand side. De Jong, Meretti, and Pedri in the midfield. So a decent balanced midfield there. Balde, Martinez, Araujo, and Koundé as our back four with Peña in between the net.
11 for the home side.
Roku into Barcola, and we might be on an attack here. The counting attack is Barcola down the right-hand side. Barcola, Pedri, 1-0 for Barcelona, just like that, 8 minutes in. Zubkov into Traore. 1-1. They level things up here. Araujo down to Pedri. We kind of got to go here. We want the win. The win does actually already secure us through the next rounds anyway if we are to win this game. Because I'm assuming FC Porto are going to beat the, what's the other type? Was it Royal Antwerp that's in our group? Yeah, Royal Antwerp. That should be done and dusted as well. So this would obviously put us through if we are to win this game. It's Pedri, though, into Barcola. We might have to bring on Lewandoski. We might have to bring on the heading master. But Barcola by himself at the moment is still by Barcola. It's still with Barcola. It's saved. It's cleared by a defender before Roku could get there. Meretti can't get the ball in the midfield. De Jong will get it back, though. Frankie can't thread that into Roku. The defender stepped up just in time. And these really are the only changes that we can make. A lot of these players on the bench are younger players that we don't need yet. So Robert Lewandoski on for Victor Roku. Joao Cancelo on for Martinez, but Koundé shifted to center back. Joao Cancelo obviously right back. And then obviously Rafinha on for Sauer. And those two, Rafinha and Barcola, swap sides of the field as well. So Barcola down the left and then Rafinha down the right-hand side as well. Looking to try and get the winner in the last 30 or so minutes here of the game. We got literally 2 minutes left to go. We have this challenge or this attempt, and that's it. It's Rafinha into Lewandoski, and it's Lewandoski. It's out for a corner. Last chance of the game. I wish there was a button to send the keeper up because we would right now. It's De Jong into Lewandoski. No. Barcola just put that back in the box. Araujo maybe. No. Barcola again. Joao Cancelo, referee, don't blow your whistle. You do blow your whistle. A 1-1 draw here against Shakhtar Donetsk, which means FC Porto game's going to come to it to come and get through the group stages just like that. We are 22 points ahead of Deportivo Alvarez. If we don't win this game, okay, thank the Lord. Joao Felix, Pedri, and Lewandoski on the score sheet. If we didn't win that game, we'd be having a problem. Good news here. Ivan Fresnada is back from injury, so we got one of our backup players up now. I am going to have to play him probably the rest of this as well because he is on loan. Is he not? Is he on loan? I'm pretty sure he is on loan. Where is Fresnada? Yeah, he is on loan. So we are going to have to play him for the rest of the stuff here until we get to January, maybe end of January. So Christensen is going to have to suffer the feet off of that, as well as Martinez, who's going to be dropped all the way to the reserves. And in fact, we'll put him on for Pena, for why not. So yeah, there's that. So Fresnada is going to play for the rest of the time being. In his first game back will be against Fresnada, or will be against Rayo Vallecano, in which we will quick sim this game as well, and we'll win 3-1. Araujo, De Jong, and Lewandoski remain scoring. And so looking at this, Shakhtar Donetsk can get a maximum of 9 points. So all we need is 2 out of our last 2 games. So a win here will actually put us top of the group with 11 points. It would put FC Porto on 7. So winning this game not only puts us through, will also put us automatically through as first spot in the Champions League group stage here and within our group. So this is a very important game against FC Porto to go top of the group here. And we are going to go with this full strength team. Obviously, Fresnada is going to have to play here. Let's get to it. Pedri putting the pressure on Marsarno, and here comes Pedri now. Pedri with Lewandoski against old man Pepe, and Pepe's going to win it initially, but Pedri will get it after a toe poke interception from Lewandoski, and Barcelona look to secure themselves top spot of the group. It's 1-0, 23 minutes in here. And it's the youngster, I almost said La Masia, but he didn't come from La Masia, which is actually insane. If you didn't know that, he did not come from La Masia. I only just found that out a couple weeks ago. I totally forgot that he came from, oh, what club did he actually come from? What club did Barcelona bring him in from? It was one of the other Spanish clubs. I mean, he's pretty much a fucking, he's not, but he pretty much is a La Masia product, isn't he? We're going to lose Joao Felix too as well. I just realized that. Joao Felix into Lewandoski. That's a terrible, terrible pass. Pedri winning the ball back, but the tackle and loose ball will just find Marcano. And his pass will find Fresnada ahead. Now down to Rafinha. And here comes Rafinha now. Still with Rafinha. Out wide to Frez. And we're going to go back. Play it simple. Play simple football out here. That's what we do. Joao Cancelo into Joao Felix. The two Joaos always linking up with each other. De Jong now. Turn and loses the ball. Fresnada, Pedri, Frankie De Jong now into Lewandoski. Lewandoski into Rafinha. And Rafinha to double the lead. Barcelona 2, FC Porto 0. Barcelona, top of the group. And Fresnada is just going to get dusted there. Araujo now down the left-hand side, trying to come back. He does. His clearance is piss poor, though. Pepe to take one back right before the break. No, Gavi can't clear it properly. Ter Stegen will take it from the attacker's hands. And we go halftime. 2-0 up here against FC Porto. We survived that last-second scare there in the first half. I'm interested. I mean, they haven't really had many shots, but they have had multiple shots as well. I'm interested to see their XG as Rafinha now trying to put the dagger in it, and Rafinha will put the dagger into Porto, and Barcelona will finish this group stage top of the group. A 3-0 lead here against Porto. Balde down to Pedri, into Rafinha into De Jong, can't find him. We didn't make a single sub this game again. I'm so bad at subbing players. It's terrible. But we are going to finish this game 3-0 here against FC Porto. Rafinha, where are you going, buddy? A 3-0 win here. Barcelona will finish the group top of the table. We stay top of the table with the 1 game left to go. We will finish top of the table. It's just a matter of fact now. Does Shakhtar Donetsk win their final game? If they won, well, not the final game. If Shakhtar won this game, that FC Porto versus Shakhtar is a very important game because Shakhtar will only be 1 point behind FC Porto. They just have to beat them, and they'd be through. So FC Porto could be well and truly knocked out of the Champions League down to the Europa League if Shakhtar win their game in hand. But first, let's go check out their XG. A 2.1 XG to our 2.9. That's actually kind of absurd. So they definitely deserved a goal or 2 in that game, and they've got none, and we got all 3. So we'll take that. And we actually sit top of the table. After all those quick sim of the games there, we sit top of the table. Atletico Madrid are in 3rd. Not Barcelona. Real Madrid, they keep on struggling. They lose again. They sit now in 5th. They might have beat us, but they're still struggling in the league. We're laughing now. We're 6 points. We're 4 points ahead. And we're 6 points ahead of Real Betis. We are 1 point ahead of Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad. We have a title battle against Atletico Madrid to kick things off next episode at the start of December. So we'll come back for that one. That'll be a great game to come back into. We'll also have the wrapping up of the Champions League. This Shakhtar win. No, they drew, but that still gives them a decent chance to actually get through as well. They just got to win, and their goal difference would then obviously be better. It comes to head-to-head, I believe, which I don't know what the head-to-head is. I'm assuming FC Porto beat them the first time around. They did beat them the first time around. So if they could beat them 3-0, that would be perfect for Shakhtar. They would have to beat them 3-0 there. Let's go through all the other groups here real quickly to see if there's any shocking upsets possibility here. Man United possibly getting knocked out. That will be interesting. Arsenal and Sevilla taking care of business there. PSV are sitting bottom, so that will be interesting to see where that goes. Group C, just as expected, Real Madrid dominant there. Inter Milan instead of Benfica or Real Sociedad, but Inter Milan again. That's actually a very tight group. Wow. Group E, that's fine. Group F, the group of death. PSG taking care of business there. Obviously, Borussia Dortmund got knocked down. Actually, no, it was AC Milan. This is actually how the group finish was like this, I'm pretty sure, with PSG, Dortmund, AC Milan, and then Newcastle getting knocked out of Europe. And Newcastle are knocked out of the Champions League for sure, but they are looking like they're going to be knocked out of out of Europe completely. They take on AC Milan, so it's a very big game there, and it's a top spot battle for PSG and Borussia Dortmund. Please, Lord, PSG win that so that way we can face off against Dortmund. I'd rather face off against Dortmund than PSG. I've been rambling on to end this episode, so if you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.